What is up, everybody? Johnny Williams back at you. I'm going to do more of this stuff. Do these little hand gestures. I saw one on an infomercial. The guy went like this. Pew, pew, pew. That was his move. So I got to come up with something like that, like a 3-step thing. Anyways, this week, so I was in a doctor's office, and because of the whole COVID-19 thing, they didn't have any of the magazines that they would normally have in the waiting room. You know, they got the old ass magazines that everybody's went through. They didn't have them because, you know, they don't want people touching them and stuff like that. So I said, well, I better go get my own. Luckily, I keep a stash of waiting room magazines just in case something like this ever were to happen. That's what's in my bunker. These are all from 1999, because you know they got to be old if they're in the waiting room. I got me a highlights for children. You know, every kid knows this. This thing's been around forever. Got the highlights for the kids. Got your golf digest. This has been in every waiting room ever I've ever seen. I'm pretty sure the doctors all golf, and they just read this shit, and then when they're done, they put it out in the lobby for the rest of the people. And then speaking of people, you got people. This is a special double issue. You can't go wrong with People. Everybody likes People magazine. It's a bunch of celebrities. What are you going to do? People love celebrities. So that's it. So we're going to dive into these bad boys, a 3 for 1.
You don't have to be a reader for a magazine theater. Just follow along and I'll be the leader. From cover to cover and page to page, it's magazine theater. Check out the main stage.
Magazine theater.
Highlights was started back in 1946 by a married couple, Gary and Carolyn Myers. Their company is actually a public non-profit organization, so you may notice there are no advertisements in this magazine. They don't want your children's money, they just want their minds. Here's a section that's been in the magazine from the start. Goofus and Gallant. Goofus here is a prick, and he'll show you how to handle things like an asshole. Gallant thinks he's better than everyone just because he showers daily and stays organized. But I gotta blame the parents on this one. You name your kid Goofus, he's gonna have some problems. You know what? Just name him Dipshit. Here's the Bear family. Not the Berenstein Bears, just the Bears. The boy bear is having a birthday party, but one of his friends can't afford a gift since his dad just lost his job. So Mama Bear says, you know, why don't we just make this a no present party? So what a bummer. Now instead of just being the poor kid who couldn't buy his friend a gift, now he's also the kid who caused his friend to miss out on all the other gifts. Okay, head work. Looks like just a bunch of activities and stuff. Let's start at the top. Number 1. Make yourself into a shape of a pretzel. I can do that.
I did it! I'm a pretzel! I'm falling over! Okay. I did it! I'm a pretzel! Help! Help, goddammit! Help!
Dear Highlights, here's some questions from readers. I have a problem with a friend. She always gets her stuff on my desk. Math books, papers, and all kinds of things. I never say a peep. When I get a piece of paper on her desk, she gets mad and pushes it off. What should I do? Kill her. My brother and I are not getting along. What should I do? Kill him. Last year during a play, I was so nervous when it was my part that I put my hands on my head, tapped my foot, and talked quietly. Everyone forgot. Now they're bothering me. What should I do? Kill them all. I might be getting glasses. I'm nervous. What should I do? Actually, getting glasses is pretty fun. You get to take a cool eye exam, which is pretty interesting. They might dilate your pupils, which is really fun. And then you get to pick out some cool glasses, you know, anything you really want, any kind of pair you want. And then you can accessorize with different outfits, and glasses are actually pretty cool. And if anybody makes fun of you, you just kill them. Love these hidden picture things. You gotta find a boat, a horse's head, a chicken, goose, hairbrush, penguin, pencil, necktie. Yeah, I got it. Alright, let me find this shit. Horse's head. What is this? The Godfather? It's a sick magazine. There's nothing here. How are you supposed to find something in this picture? Okay. Oh, there's a key over here. Okay. That's what a horse's head looks like? Chicken? That's an iron? Whatever. Okay, let's look back over here. Okay, there's a guy, a woman, a deer. Deer's not on the list. Tree. No, tree's not on there. That. It's not here. Nothing's here. They forgot to put them in. Stupid. Golf Digest has been around since about 1950. It's literally been in every waiting room I've ever been in. It's amazing to me that there are still golf tips left after 70 years, but somehow they just keep cranking them out. Are there people out there that are confused about how ball washers work? It seems pretty straightforward to me. There's a brush, some soapy water. You put the balls in there and move the thing up and down. Not really that high tech. Look at this. For those who lick your ball. Who's out there licking golf balls? Look at all this shit. Too far left, too far right. They all look the same to me. Listen to this. Set up so you think you're aimed well left, well right, and correctly, and put a club down along your feet each time. Middle shaft should be parallel to target. What the fuck are you talking about, bro? This shit reads like a geometry class. I just want to crank the goddamn ball already. Here's a war they probably don't teach you about in history class. The Great Golf Ball Wars. 1999. It was a bloody battle, I tell you. You got your Titleist, you got your Callaways, your Top Flights, your Wilsons, your Slazengers, all fighting it out for a piece of that billion-dollar golf ball industry. Everybody wants to have the top balls. I can relate. I just had a vasectomy done. My balls hurt. Still. But when I used to buy golf balls, I would just go to a garage sale or something. I would buy them from the dude who sells them in the egg cartons. And it cost me like $3. But you see some of these golf balls, man, it charges like $50 for 6 of them. It's crazy. I don't know what kind of technology is going on in these balls, but everybody's fighting it out to be number one. This is the golf ball wars. What's the difference between one ball and the next? Who the hell knows? Can the average golfer tell the difference? I highly doubt it. The U.S. Golf Association said, though, that they want to test these new high-tech golf balls. They don't want the technology to be so good that it makes the game too easy. That's a bunch of bullshit. Golf is never going to be too easy. I want to see guys cranking that ball 500 yards, making it spin all over the place. Get off my balls, USGA. We need to take golf into the future. I want those remote control balls they always have in the cartoons and shit. People Magazine. This is the top of the magazine food chain. It says the highest readership of any American magazine. People. This is a special double issue because they're doing the Sexiest Man Alive thing, which they started doing back in 1985. They do the 100 most beautiful people as well, which Julia Roberts has won 5 times. They did Sexiest Woman Alive once, which Kate Upton won. Now you would think Julia Roberts won most beautiful person 5 times. The next person was 2 times. So Julia Roberts, clearing away, you think she'd be the sexiest woman alive as well. She's not. They're like, Julia, you're beautiful. You're not sexy. Kate Upton's sexy, not beautiful. So, I don't know what the hell they got going on here. I'm neither of those things. But it's all bullshit to sell magazines anyways. And it works. Danny Glover couldn't get a cab to pick him up. You thought that was just a myth, that cabs wouldn't pick up black people. Nope. Even Danny Glover's out there getting dissed. I guess not a lot has changed in the last 20 years. Well, here we are, the Sexiest Men Awards. Richard Gere must have won this thing like 20 times, I swear. Have they ever given this award to anyone else? I looked it up. He's only won twice. But the first time was in '93, and that year they had the sexiest couple instead of the sexiest man. So he won with his wife, Cindy Crawford. Then they split up a year later. I guess they couldn't handle the responsibility of being so sexy. Then they hand out these individual awards like Sexiest Pop Star. You got Kevin Richardson from the Backstreet Boys. He's the bad boy of the group. I don't think I've ever heard this guy talk. The Rock here is the sexiest wrestler. I'd like to see them pick a sexiest wrestler from when I was growing up. Hacksaw Jim Duggan, Dusty Rhodes. All the wrestlers in the 80s were built like drunk uncles. Ricky Williams is the sexiest athlete, so we got a little crossover from the High Times episode last week. Bachelor pads. This whole section bothers me. It's so dumb. Some live amid dead plants. Right, because a guy can't water plants. How on earth could a man survive in a home without a woman there? Michael Bolton can win Grammys and tour all over the world, but he can't cook. LOL. Who gives a shit? He's rich. He doesn't have to cook. They don't even show the damn houses. A couple shots here and there of a leather chair, some action figures. I like how guys aren't supposed to know how to decorate. Guys know what they like, what looks good. The first question everyone asks is, who helped you? I helped myself. It's not rocket science. Pick out some fucking couches and shit. Damn, this Target Christmas ad is taking me right back to '99. Cordless phones, piece of shit film cameras, CD players. This thing for going on the internet on your TV. No, nobody bought those things. What a ripoff. And you got the games, Nintendo 64, hell yeah. Game Boy Color. Pretty much all electronics. Oh, and telescopes that you apparently look through while standing 3 feet away. I honestly think the photographer just told him to hold his hand like this and that they'd pop something in there later. Mr. Bean got in a car accident and crashed his $886,000 McLaren. Holy shit, I didn't know Mr. Bean was making that kind of Mr. Bank. Anna Nicole Smith, remember her? Here's a little piece about her after her husband died. There was this whole legal battle over whether she should, get his money or not. What a life she had. There were plenty of people that just did not want her to have any of this guy's money. Look at that dude, though. He looks happy as hell. I don't care how much money you have. When you're 90-something years old and you look like that, nobody wants to marry your ass. You think he cared if she was just after his money? Like he's going to go find some other girl better than her. Break her off a piece. Oh, God, these are the ugliest goddamn shoes of all time. If you ever see me walking around in a pair of Skechers, you better call an ambulance because something is seriously wrong with me. Either that or that's not me. It's a clone or something. Hell no. I think I'm wearing a pair of Skechers. That's going to do it for me. I hope you enjoyed this episode. Since there are no magazines apparently in the waiting rooms right now, if you do go to the doctors, just watch this video on your phone. That way you get the whole waiting room experience. You got your buddies with you here. You got your magazines with you. And then you just sit there and you wait for your name to be called, People hacking up along all around you, coughing and sneezing. You need a magazine to take your mind off of things. So this week I was actually going to do a Father's Day episode with a magazine called Dad Magazine, except it got stuck in the mail, so it took too damn long to get here. So maybe I'll do it next week. It might be too late at that point. I don't know. I'll feel it out. We'll see. If not, I got other magazines to do, so we'll see. It'll be a little surprise. But I hope you enjoyed this one. As always, like and subscribe and do all that shit that everybody else asks you to do. I'm not going to beat you over the head with it. Just do it, okay? If you like the videos, help a brother out, okay? All right. Peace.
Oh, shit. Ow. Help.